Alright, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 5-2. It's word problem with unknown add-ins or unknown factors. And when we talk about factors, hopefully you understand that if we do our math mountain, or I call it triangle, down here we have a factor and a factor, and it equals a product. Hopefully you know what we're talking about. We're talking about multiplication. It was supposed to be a multiplication sign. Okay, so the product divided by the factor will get the other factor. The product divided by that factor, get the other factor. And in order to find the product, you multiply the two factors. Alright, so you can write that down if you want in your notes. It will probably be helpful at some point. So I'm going to go right to the first page. Okay, this says draw a math mountain to write and label an equation with a variable. Then solve each problem. We worked on it last unit. We worked on equations with variables. Remember, variable can be any letter you want. I use n a lot. Don't know why. I just like to use n. So, first one, it says Stacy invited 90 girls and some boys to her party. 160 children were invited in all. If you had your math mountain, you would say she invited 90 girls and some boys. You can even go B for boys if you want to switch it up a little bit. And there are 160 total kids. So, one of the equations we could do is 90 plus B equals 160. And to find that out, you would have to do 160 right here minus 90 equals B. So 160 minus 90 equals 70. So B equals 70 boys. Alright, next one. There were 150 people at the park. 70 were playing soccer. The others were playing softball. So, once again, it gives you your total. There's 150. 70 were playing softball, or soccer, and N were playing softball. Same thing here. You could do 70 plus N equals 150. I mean, there's other things you can do too. You could do 150 minus 70 equals N. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I like 70 plus N because it tells you we're missing the other add-in that's a little easier to see. But, once again, 150 minus 70 equals N. So, 150 minus 70 equals 80. So, N equals 80 people. Or 80 persons. 80 people. 80 people would work. What am I talking about? 80 people. There we go. I like that better in persons. Alright. Next one. It says add 2. Unknown add-in. Jan planted 80 tulips last week. Today she planted some lilies. Now she has 170 flowers. How many lilies did she plant? Well, we know she has 170. She planted 80 tulips. And then she planted L. We don't know it. So, 80 plus L equals 170. So to find out, take your top of your math mountain, your sum, subtract one of the add-ins to get L. So 170 minus 80 equals 90. So L equals 90 lilies. Good. Alright, next one. Take from unknown and add. Take from, okay? So it tells you Tim's team had 140 tennis balls. Then his brother's team borrowed some. Now Tim needs 60 tennis balls. Or Tim's team has 60 tennis balls. How many did his brother's team borrow? Same thing. It tells you how many he started with. It tells you one of the add-ins, because it said 140. He borrowed some, so minus, we'll just go S for some, equals 60 left over. Okay? So 40 minus S equals 60. Another way to find out would be 140 minus 60 equals 80. So S equals 80 tennis balls. Alright, so we kind of flew through that. I'm okay with that. I'm going to try to fly through a couple things with you because I really want to get to the division and multiplication. This right here you should be able to do on your own. That's very similar to what you did in lesson 5.1. So when we're done with the lesson, I want you to go back and do this. Okay, here we go with factors. So this is multiplication. This is getting harder. Okay? A toy maker has 36 boxes of toy trains to ship to 4 toy stores. Each shop will get the same number of boxes. How many boxes of toy trains will each shop get? All right. Your Math Mountain has 36 here, 4 here, and we're missing n. So it's 4 times n equals 36. So 4 times n equals 36. In order to find that out, you go the reverse way. You take the top of the Math Mountain, divide it by one of your factors, so you get 36 divided by 4. So you have to figure out how many groups of 4 does it take to get to 36. So, well, how many will each group get? Because it's actually going to be 4 toy shops are going to get them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 toy shops. And then you have to split up 36 between them equally. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And if you count them, there'll be 9 in each. So n equals 9. How many boxes of toy trains each shop get? 9 boxes. Okay? So these are basic multiplication facts. Number 8 is another one. It's pretty basic. It says there's 56 cars in the parking lot. There are 8 rows in the same number of cars as in each row. So what do we try and find out here? We can just say n. Doesn't matter. So we know 56 divided by 8 will equal n. Okay, so 56 divided by 8 equals n. Or you could say 8 times n equals 56. And then you work it out. So if you know your basic multiplication facts, you should know 56 divided by 8 equals 7. So n equals 7 cars. Number 9, an apartment building has 42 apartments. There are 6 apartments on each floor. How many floors are in the apartment building? Once again, 42, 6 apartments on each floor. How many floors? We'll do f as our variable. So we're looking at, there are 6 times f will get you 42 apartments. Or you could say 42 divided by 6 gets you f. And if you do 42 divided by 6, you know it's 6 times what? 7 gets you 42. So 7 floors. And the last one, there are 48 students in the marching band. The students stand in 8 equal rows of 8. So there's 48 students in all. How many rows of students are there? There are 8 students in each row, and we want to know the number of rows. So 8 times r will get you 48. Okay? So you want to do 48 divided by 8 will get you r. Mentally, you should be able to do this someday. It might not be right now because it is the beginning of 3rd grade. But you should know that 8 times 6 is 48. So r equals 6 rows. So I'm going to shove this out. Same thing here. This is going to be write an equation for each word problem. Use a variable to represent the unknown, then solve the problem. This will be the same multiplication division. I want you to work on these on your own first when you get done with this lesson, when you end it. Do these 4, then go back and do the other pages I said to do later. This will be the heart of the lesson, is this, the factors and products, because that's the most important thing from this lesson.